I have officially been on YouTube for a month. Yay! I thought it would be really fun to sit down and talk about the 5 things that I have learned about being on YouTube for a month. And I hope this helps you as well if you're a new content creator. So if you're interested about learning the 5 things I have learned about being on YouTube, then keep watching.
So I feel at this point I have enough to get started. I don't know everything, but I feel good about at least starting my first video. And then from there I can edit and upload. So wish me luck.
Before I started my YouTube channel, I spent quite a bit of time researching how to create content. There are a lot of videos out there, and it's really important you find somebody that you feel like you can click with. Somebody who has experience and realistic goals on YouTube. It can be really discouraging when you find people who have been on YouTube for 2 weeks or a month and already have thousands and thousands of subscribers. There's over 50 million content creators. Before I uploaded my first video, I have been thinking about creating a YouTube channel for a long time. So I decided to research as much as I could and come up with something that I would want to do and something that would create content for other people to help them and something that I was passionate about as well. I had no idea how to upload. I felt very intimidated. There's a lot to it. But once I watched a lot of channels on how to upload, the first thing I learned, uploading is not that hard. Once you film, get your film on your computer and edit it, your editing software should export your film into an MP4 to upload to YouTube. So when you think about uploading videos, no, it's not that hard. There are a lot of videos to help you on it, and it can be done. So do not let that discourage you from uploading your first video. This moves into the second thing I learned. You will have to spend money in the beginning. I knew I was likely going to have to spend some money in the beginning, but I just didn't know on what. Everyone said don't worry about the visual quality at first, but to have a good microphone, that's going to keep people more interested than having crappy audio. So I spent money on a microphone. I also spent money on a tripod in order to be able to have something to hold what I'm filming on. That way, it keeps everything nice and stable and realistic while I'm filming. I don't have to worry about that extra component. So that's the second thing I spent money on, is making sure I had a good quality tripod. In the beginning, you don't necessarily have to spend money on lighting. I recently got some new lighting and I'm still playing around with it, and it's kind of hard. But if you just film in a light place, maybe in your kitchen or your living room or even your bedroom, you don't have to worry about lighting right away. So another thing that you will likely have to spend money on is some type of program to make your thumbnails. Now, I also did not realize how important thumbnails are. Almost everyone says thumbnails are one of the most important pieces of creating a YouTube video. So you definitely want to make sure you're using a good quality program. I had purchased Snappa because the free program only let you download so many times, and obviously that's not realistic if you're trying to push out videos. So then I ended up looking into Canva later on, and I wish I would have just gone with Canva from the beginning. Canva has a lot more choices, a lot more things you can add in, and it also lets you add in little animations like this one that you can have in your videos. So keep in mind you might have to spend money on some type of software or program to be able to make your thumbnails. And the last thing you will likely have to spend money on is an editing program. I use Filmora. I had downloaded the free version. I played with it a little bit. I downloaded a couple other editing softwares to play with, and then I also used a free one that would stay free. And for me, I really liked Filmora. I felt it was simple. I felt it could do a lot, and it was very user-friendly. So in the description, I will put all of these links below. There are free editing programs out there. You can also edit from your phone. But for me, I wanted to really level up my videos, so I chose to have an editing program. Keep in mind, your biggest purchase is likely going to be an editing program for your videos. And the nicest thing about Filmora is they also have a YouTube channel that covers a lot of different ways to edit that I watch from time to time, and I always learn something new. So I felt confident that I can continually grow and learn more about the program. So jumping into the third part, time management. Before you film a video, you're going to want to write down your idea, and then you're going to write down your bullet points, and then you're going to also write down specifically what you're going to talk about using those bullet points. Because I've learned the hard way, I have some type of idea and I go to film it and it's all over the place. So just like teaching, you're going to have to sit down and write out what you're going to be talking about in filming, and it's important to have that element down. I personally spend a good amount of time doing this. So I write down my ideas, I give it a day, because throughout the day I'm still thinking about things I need to add in, and then I add those in. And then eventually once a week I film that video. You might go back and rewatch some parts of your film and be like, you know, I didn't like that, I want to redo it over again. So filming takes a lot of time. Once you have filmed your video, then you have to edit it. The editing takes me the longest. I would say it takes me a good 3 to 4 days to edit a video. So let's say you want to zoom in, and I'll show zoom in. Well, now that's a specific part of editing that also takes time. So when you zoom in, when you zoom out, those are specific parts that I have to manually put in. You want to add in text, that takes time. All of these things take time to edit. So keep in mind that even though you're filming, give yourself a good 3 or 4 days to edit. I then go back and watch my video 5 to 6 times over and over to make sure it looks fine. One time I actually made a spelling error in one of my videos, and I did not catch it till the 3rd time of me watching. So keep in mind, it's good to walk away from editing and come back to it the next day. Once you have uploaded your video and you have all this stuff going on, the 4th thing I have learned, it's important to have great channels to continue your growth. There's a couple of channels I watch. One girl's name is Annie, and then there's another guy I watch named Nate, and his is called Channel Makers. And this really encourages me to keep moving forward, keep practicing and learning new things. Nate is really great about talking about different ideas and different content that can really push your channel moving forward. What is the audience looking for? I really also like Annie because she's real with you and she's honest that it took her a while to build her YouTube channel. So this encouraged me that just because I don't have 1,000 subs right now doesn't mean I should just give up. So at this point when I'm filming, I have about 51 subscribers, and I've been on YouTube for a month, and honestly, I'm really excited about that. So my next goal for January would be to have 100 subscribers. So for me, I'm just encouraged that anyone wants to subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. In the description, I will put the channels that I watch, and I would encourage you to also check them out. And number 5, I have learned, try new things. At first, I was really scared, thinking I have to stick to this idea, I have to do this thing. But that's not true. Try different things. I'm trying different editing things as well. I go watch a video and I'm like, whoa, that's really cool. I want to try that. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But you really have nothing to lose other than you spend some money on maybe a microphone and lighting or whatever you decide to spend money on. You don't have anything to lose. So try a bunch of different things. Do not get discouraged if you do not have 1,000 subscribers within a week. That's not realistic for everybody. Keep moving forward. You can only get better through time and practice. One of my favorite quotes is, practice makes progress. So keep in mind that we're all new at this at the beginning. Everyone started somewhere. So those are the 5 things that I have learned so far from being on YouTube. I'm really excited to create another video in a month or 2 to see how do I feel about YouTube at that point. What have I learned? Because there is still a lot to learn. I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope that you continue your journey as a content creator or you upload that first video. I look forward to continue sharing my journey here on YouTube, and I hope to see you in my next video. Have a beautiful day. Bye.